Hi, this is Deborah Stewart, and today I'm going to show you how to use contour drawing to start an abstract floral pastel. And that is how I start all of my floral pastels that I've done. Is I really enjoy drawing, and after working with abstracts for a while, I decided to return to doing some drawing from bouquets in the middle of winter, and found that it was really a great thing to be able to combine an abstract underpainting with a more realistic drawing and to create an abstract version of a floral pastel. So I'm going to show you what I do with drawing, and that is a blind contour drawing approach. And what that is, it's looking at the subject, say 80% of the time, and not your paper. You're not as concerned about what's going on your paper. You're looking at a flower, you're looking at the leaves, and you're drawing the contours and the edges of what you see. Every time your eye moves, your hand moves with it. So your eye and your hand are coordinated. You only look down at your paper to see, to kind of move your hand for placement, but you're really paying attention to what it is you are looking at. You're drawing slowly, you're not doing any shading. It is really just paying attention to what you are looking at and not being concerned if lines are overlapping or if your line goes off the paper or anything like that. So I have found that it's much better to draw first, use your drawings as your subject matter instead of a photograph, because when you draw from life, it has more life to it. It simplifies the subject. It's kind of a shorthand version, and it helps you to be able to abstract instead of paying attention to, say, every detail that's in a photograph. Now, I do have a photograph here that I have used before in workshops, and actually I've done several different colors of pastels, floral pastels, from this one photograph of daylilies in my garden. So if I was to use a photograph, I would want to do the same thing with the photograph that I'm demonstrating in this video, which would be to draw some contour drawings from it. And so that's what I'm going to show you in this video. And I encourage you to do as many different contour drawings of some flowers and plants that you can do. I have sketchbooks full of them. And so for one pastel, I might use a drawing from this, a flower from this drawing, a plant from that drawing. I put them all together into one pastel. So anyway, I'll show you that process, and I encourage you to buy a bouquet or go outside and draw and collect some drawings of plants and flowers. Now I am looking down occasionally just to see where I'm going to place my hand. Like I said, I think I'm going to follow around the contours of some of these more complicated flowers, because there is a little rose here that's got a lot of, I'm not going to draw every single little thing. This is a very complicated Gerber daisy, and I know I'm not going to draw every single petal. I might just draw some of them, and then I might just draw okay, I think that might be enough for right in here. I kind of like that. All right, I think I'll draw over here. I've got this little thing, it's like berries. I kind of like that. I'm just looking at the little plant with the berries. I look down once in a while to make sure my hand is in a good spot, and then I just look at what I'm doing without looking up at the paper. Okay, I've got quite a few of these little berries here. All righty. And maybe that's enough. There's some big leaves. All right, now I might even turn this around a little bit and say I might move things around in a different order. Like, I think I'll put these right down here. And they're like, I'm just gonna roughly kind of draw these, and then I'll go back in and I'll put some lines. There's a lot of little petals there, and I'm not going to draw each one, but I might go around. You can hear the snowplow. It's a good day to draw flowers. You might not be living somewhere where there's snow, but I certainly am. Okay, it's very complicated to draw this one. So, now that one is very difficult. And I think I'm gonna draw, let's see, oh, these are kind of cool. I'm gonna move it around and I'm gonna draw these things. I'm gonna put those over here. they're fuzzy. They are very interesting. I've never seen them in a bouquet before. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm just, drawing the flowers from this. There's a lot of things in there. I could try to draw the whole bouquet, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to draw different things and put them all on this paper. And maybe I also will take a photograph of it, so I do have a photo for reference in case I want to do, say, a bouquet with the vase. So it might be easier for me to do certain things if I do have a photograph. So, but this is my process for contour drawing, just looking, following the edges of what it is I'm looking at. I might move this face around and even draw the same flower from a different direction. And I'm just, going to do, several different drawings, and then I'll take them and maybe I'll combine them for some type of abstract flower arrangement. So I won't draw all of it and make you look at everything, but that's how I do this, is just really try and look and draw what I see and not worry about whether it's accurate or worry about the lines overlapping. I look down occasionally to see where my hand is, and so that I can, put it in the right place, and then I just look at what it is that I look at the subject, and I try to follow the edges and the contours and let my hand do the same. So